Well, I gave you 4 stars. It would have been 5, but you tend to snore when you drink, and you usually overcook meat.
Oh, I guess so.
All right, maybe a 5. But today we have found some of the most hilarious and ridiculous 1-star and 2-star reviews online for various Copenhagen attractions, and we just had to bring them to you so we could have a laugh together, because I think the world needs a laugh right now.
I think it's time for that. So let's start with the Little Mermaid. Everyone loves the Little Mermaid, one of the most famous attractions in Copenhagen, but Katarina gave it 1 star.
Yeah, not everybody loves it.
Apparently Katarina didn't, and the reason she didn't is because you better visit parks and gardens nearby to feel like you're living in a lesbian fairy tale surrounded by flowers and sun, or in Bridgerton, whichever you prefer. What the hell does that mean?
All right, so which do you prefer, Bridgerton or a lesbian fairy tale?
I mean, Bridgerton for obvious reasons, but like I don't get any of this. Like, yes, there's a woman, I guess a topless woman, sitting on a rock on the harbor front, and that makes it a lesbian fairy tale.
Yeah, not the fairy tales I read, and not the lesbians that I know.
No.
Yeah.
Honestly, the parks around there aren't even the nicest. It's along Langeleen. It's a lot of parks right there. So I have no idea what A, she was expecting, or B, she actually saw.
I feel like maybe it's a joke that I don't understand. Or is it like maybe it's a lesbian cruising area that I don't know about?
Perhaps.
Do lesbians cruise?
I have no idea.
I feel like they just get married.
I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is. Katarina, if you're watching, the hell did you mean?
Yeah, let us know what you mean. This review makes no sense to me, but maybe there's something I don't understand.
Okay, let's try another one.
Yeah.
See what they think.
Okay, the next one is from Fadi, who wrote, "Boring. Everybody speaks about the mermaid in Copenhagen, but to be honest, when I've been there, it was a huge disappointment. Just a little statue lying by the shore. Really not worth the visit, though there is, as I've been told, a man-made lagoon behind the mermaid, and this I could easily rate a 4 out of 5.
Okay, the man-made lagoon, like where all the sailboats are.
I literally think it's the marina behind.
Yeah.
It's nice.
It's nice, don't get me wrong. I mean, here's the thing, like, and we'll tell all of our friends that want to come to see Little Mermaid, like, yes, it's iconic, but it's a 20-minute walk from Newhound. It's not like it's close by. You can bike up there if you're going for a run. It's the way to see it. And it's not like it's a Statue of Liberty. It's a little girl on a rock. How big do you think it is?
It's in the name. Like, this is, I think, we'll put the review up again here. Look how he literally calls it the Mermaid, because he realizes probably so he probably wrote the Little Mermaid and then had to delete little because he basically was just playing himself when he then complains that it's a little statue. Like, bro, you know it's the Little Mermaid.
Correct.
Like, what do you expect? Like, did this guy go to London, see Big Ben, and say, like, it was just too big? Like, I did not expect this Ben to be big. Like, come on, man. Like, it says the Little Mermaid. Like, nobody's lying to you.
No.
It's a statue. I get it. Like, it's not a great landmark. It's not the Eiffel Tower, but it's ours. So come
Exactly.
on. Yeah.
Respect. All right, let's see if Vitus gave us anything original with his 1-star review. 3 out of 10. Too many fat American tourists. Overrated statue. I feel very attacked right now.
Yeah. I wasn't even there that day. God. I haven't been there in like 9 months.
Right? Also, like, I know the cruise ships are coming back, but like, it's not all Americans there. Let's not paint with too broad of a brush now.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. Things aren't great in America. The pandemic's been rough. Like, people probably have been overeating. I think you would stress eat too if you lived in America.
Right.
I know.
But at least in America, we can do math. 3 out of 10 is 1.5 stars.
True.
Rounded up to 2 stars, not 1 star.
Yeah.
So,
3 out of 10 and then a 1-star review.
I know. Joke's on you, Vitus.
Bad
you can't do math.
This next one is from Matt, and it's very long, which makes me think that he's probably British. So I'm going to read it in a British accent, just for effect. The most overrated tourist destination in the history of mankind. It was my greatest displeasure to have witnessed gazing upon it. After the 30-minute walk hungover and overdressed for the weather, we arrived at the statue. I was overcome with a profound and yet anticipated amount of disappointment. Utterly unmoved at the underwhelming sight of it, I exclaimed, "This is the worst thing I've ever seen." Don't see it, don't even think about it, go walking around the side streets or have a drink at one of the many bars, but don't waste your time, energy, or oxygen going to it.
I think that accent alone gave the attitude it deserves.
I don't
know.
know.
There you go, Matt. You got Derek's British accent.
Yeah, sorry about that, but geez, these, honestly, mostly all of these complaints just seem like Matt's problem.
Correct.
Not
the Little
anything to
Mermaid's
do with the Little
problem.
Mermaid. Like, sorry. Like, okay, I'm hungover, I'm poorly dressed, I'm bored, I'm not at a bar right now. Like, these are all Matt problems. This has nothing to do with The Little Mermaid. Don't get me wrong, I don't love The Little Mermaid. It's okay.
At the same time, I agree with you. I think this is a case where The Little Mermaid probably deserves 3 stars, but Matt, 0 stars.
I also think, like, it says a lot if, like, your biggest complaint is that you were hungover, but your biggest recommendation is that you should go to a bar. Like, Matt, buddy, I think maybe, like, put the bottle down when you're on holiday a little bit. Like, it's okay to relax, but, you know.
Matt, we're here because we love you and we want to talk to you about something.
No, all jokes aside, like, yeah, I get it. And these are some good tips when you're in Copenhagen. Dress for the weather. If you don't like it, just wait 10 minutes and try again.
Correct. And when in doubt, find a bar.
Okay, now we're gonna move on from The Little Mermaid and talk about another Copenhagen attraction, the Round Tower. It costs 25 krona to enter, and it is basically what it sounds like. It's an observatory that was built by Christian IV, and it's a round spiral ramp that goes up to a staircase to an observatory that you can overlook and get a view of the city. And yeah, it's basically that, a round tower, what it sounds like. So the first review is from Lewis, who wants us to know that he was disappointed and wrote, "No skating allowed. That sucks. Bad food, bad lighting, and no hot chicks."
Huh. I mean, if you want skating, you can go to Copenhagen. I wouldn't go to the Round Tower. Like, do you assume that you're going to be able to skateboard down the ramp? And I don't think 17th century landmarks are designed for skateboarding parks.
It's definitely not a skate park, but there are plenty of them in Copenhagen. Yeah. I don't know what went wrong here. I feel like maybe he reviewed like a nearby cafe or something that, like, to complain about the lighting and the food and the women that are there. Like, you can't control that. I don't know if you go to the Round Tower for those things. I feel like maybe he was lost.
I think so too. Like, I guess, did he really think that he was going to pick up chicks in the Round Tower, or is he trying to go to Heidi's Beer Bar? I'm not entirely sure where he was going.
That's how I review everything, though, on the chicks. Like, my dentist, Burger King, the airport, my mom's house. If there's not enough hot chicks, 1 star. That's it.
I have some questions now. Our next one is a little bit of an exception because it's a 2-star review, but it's the best name that we found in this entire exercise. Sizzlestreams, I love Sizzlestreams, gave it 2 stars and wrote, "Good, but not very round." Where was she?
This doesn't make any. I mean, it's round.
Right.
There's no, like, either you were in the wrong place or this is a joke review.
Yeah, I think, and I assume that they're kind of taking it a little bit here. I mean,
it's definitely round.
It's definitely round. It's got a spiral that you go up at the top. Like, there's even a little round dome on the observatory. That's not, like, you can criticize many things about the Round Tower, but I think its roundness isn't exactly something that's a fair.
Yeah, these geometry skills I give 1 star. Do not recommend. Yeah.
But Sizzlestreams, your name, 5 stars.
Okay, this one made me laugh simply because, well, you'll see. So Richard B said, "The day we went, the rooftop bar was shut, which spoiled our visit. The block is full of residential apartments. People did not seem that friendly, and we're not sure if we should have been allowed in. Staircases were often blocked with baby buggies. Not sure I would come back here." I'm not sure that you understand what the Round Tower is.
I think Richard was in the wrong place. Either he's in someone's building. Like, there's no rooftop bar on the Round Tower. Was he trying to go to Elam?
I mean, maybe that's why it was closed.
Or did he?
There is a staircase to get to the top, and there definitely are people that push their baby buggies up and leave them in front of that staircase. I've been there a few times, and people do that because you can push the baby buggy up the spiral ramp, but then to get up the stairs to the top, you got to pick your kid up and go to the top. So I get it.
Yeah, I still think he went to the wrong place. It sounds like he broke into someone's apartment building, and maybe that's why the people weren't as friendly as he expected.
I mean, it could all be true. I mean, people might not be friendly. They are tourists, and there are baby buggies at the steps at the top. So it could be the right place, but there's no. Why did you think that there was a bar on the roof. It could be nice to do that. I would go. I would leave my baby in the buggy and go up and get hammered on the round tower if that was an option.
That'd be a good option.
But that might be why I don't have kids.
Probably true. That could be that. Maybe he was looking for the lesbian fantasy back at the Little Mermaid. Is that what he was going for?
Probably. Yeah, and the bad lighting, no food, no hot chicks.
All of them. It all makes sense now. All these reviews, I think they've been for the wrong thing.
Okay, so a little bit of confusion here, but we have 2 other videos we think you might like. The first is in front of me, which is a list of things that Americans first notice when they come to Denmark. Hopefully it's if they're in the right attraction or not. And you can also click this one in front of Mikey if you want to learn more about the history of the Little Mermaid itself and how it fits into Denmark's history. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Hi.